So here we have a Mark 7 Ford Transit, and this key will not open the vehicle. It's not communicating at all. As you can see, I'm pressing it here and it's not activating or opening the vehicle. And this vehicle was double locked prior, which means that the lock button was pressed twice. So as a result, even if I try and turn this, it's not turning. It won't let you open it because of the double lock procedure. And if we look over there, you can see that the immobilizer and the alarm is on, which means that if you come over here and try and open up the hood, which you can, your alarm will go off and you won't be able to shut it off until you get inside the cabin. So this being a motorhome, we can enter in from the other side of the vehicle because it's been double locked. So like I said, double lock means you cannot use the key to open it on this particular model. So we've entered in from an alternative way. And as you can see, this is the light I was trying to show you from outside. So that means the alarm is on. So if I were to open up the hood at the moment, without getting into the vehicle, the alarm would go off. That's the last thing you need. So now it's safe. As long as your key is coded to the vehicle, if you can get into the vehicle some way, you can go ahead and put the key into the ignition. And it straight away disarms the alarm and it disarms the immobilizer. So you don't have to worry about the alarm going off and disturbing the neighbors. And I'll just show you, we can start the vehicle. So now I'll turn it off. We'll go outside and I'll just explain this whole double lock situation. So now I've just double locked the vehicle again. Notice how you can't unlock it. So double locking is basically a feature that prevents any of the doors from being able to be opened from inside. So if I come here as well, notice I've pushed it to the unlock. No matter what I try and do, it's not going to unlock. And this is the problem we have with the key in the barrel when we're trying to unlock it. For reference, I'll just show you the manual as well. Not many people will have access to this information. So if we look over there, that's the double locking procedure and the information. Pause the video now so you can read it. We'll go over to the next page. So if you've got a combi van, this is how that's set up on a Mark 7. And then we got this one here as well. Normally if you've got rear doors, you can actually enter in from the rear sometimes. I'll just go ahead and show you the automatic relocking and the engine immobilizer. So just pause the video if you need to read through any of these pages. So like I was saying, this vehicle basically lost communication. So both sets of keys lost communication with the central locking system, generally located behind the glove box over there. It's quite common. It happens in the Sprinters and it also happens with other vehicle brands as well. So usually when that happens is you have to put this key back into the ignition and resync it. So some people might think that the key battery is dead, which could be a possibility. So that's why I always clarify with two keys if you got them. But with this one, both keys would not communicate and would not open the doors. So hence we had to come in here somehow and put on the ignition. As soon as this vehicle saw the key in the ignition, it started communicating. So now if I press this, you can hear that. And I'll just show you this side as well. So just with the push of the button. So now I'll go outside and explain the double locking situation. So now over here, I'll just push the lock button once. So that's just a single lock. So we're not going to double lock. Now watch what happens when I put the key over here. You heard that click. It allows me to open the door. And likewise, I can lock the door as well. So I'll just show you that. And it's locked. Again, and it's opened. So if you lock it again, it's locked. So now I'll just unlock it with the key and I'll just show you how to double lock. So as you can see, it's open. How to double lock it. So we'll push it once and push it twice. When you see that flash, that means it's double locked. So now this is the problem. So if you now try it with the key, notice there's no click and I cannot physically turn it any further. So this is where you need to have this remote working properly. The key fob has to be able to unlock the vehicle. You see that? That double flash means it's open now. So just to recap on what I was saying, if you do not need to double lock your Ford Transit, I would suggest you don't double lock it. just press the key fob once and only once. So just press it once so that it just single locks. So then you can still open it from the outside as I just showed you. So that's quite important. When you double lock these vehicles, just note that you will struggle to get in if this key loses communication with the central locking system. So just keep that in mind. I just thought I'd make this video just in case it helps anyone. So if you are in the situation, you have to find a way to get into the vehicle in order to put this key in the ignition so it resyncs, or try your spare key and just see if that helps. Watch everyone, do like and subscribe, and do check out my other videos. I've got plenty of other interesting and useful content for Ford Transits and a lot of other useful information for motorhomes, RVs, Mercedes Sprinters, and so on. Thanks for watching everyone. See you.